Hello everyone, I'm so happy to welcome you on Art Constraint channel. My name is Katrina and today we will see what that program Procreate is. I will tell you what is what, I show you what I use, what I don't use, and really hope you find this video helpful. So for the beginning, Procreate icon app looks like that. It costs like $13, it's a one-time payment, so there is no additional payments, no subscription needed, so you just pay and go on. Also, Procreate app is only for an iPad, so you cannot download it on your Android device. Let's begin. Once we open the application, usually you will see on the beginning just one folder with 4 images, 3 images and 1 animation. It's for you to take a closer look. App wants you to discover what you can do in there. You can create an animation, you can draw pictures, you can draw something in those pictures. But as I'm drawing for quite a long time, I've just deleted them because I don't really need them. But for you to take like a few experiments, to take a look what is there, it's very helpful. So, before we create a new Canva with you, we will take a look on those features on the top. Here we have Select, Import and Photo. Once I press Select, I can select any folder, any picture what I have in my gallery. So, once I press Select, I have here a few features. Stock, Preview, Share, Duplicate and Delete. Stock is here I can choose 4 pictures and I can stack them. They becoming a one folder. Once we open this folder, we can see the pictures. I can zoom it in and just scroll to see what is in there. After, I can rename here the folder and see all the information about it. Next, here's preview. So I can select it and again preview what we just did with you before. You can share it. You can share any document, any image in a format what you're gonna need. You can duplicate it and you can delete it. Here is one very important note. Once you press delete, it's impossible to restore your artwork. So once you delete it, it's gone forever. So just be careful what you're deleting, because once I've had like many problems with that. So yes. And let's begin. We're gonna create a new Canva now. Here usually you see all the standard sizes, you have them saved. I've just deleted them because I don't really use it. And I've created my own, what I use on daily basis. So yes. Canvas, what you've used recently, are going to be here. You will see here the name, the standard, and the colors. So it's going to be saved like Untitled Canva, and you can just delete them. You can clear all of them if you want, but not this one. So to create a new Canva, we just need to press plus and again plus in here. We have this page opened. What you can do in here, you can rename your Canva, you can put your sizes, width, height, DPI and quantity of layers. Width and DPI I will put 40 per 30. Here attention, you always need to change pixels into centimeters. Why you need to do that? If you keep pixels, your image is going to be full of pixels, and that we don't need because it's going to be impossible for you to draw. So keep in mind that you need to change it into centimeters. Next is DPI. DPI is quantity of dots per one zoll. So as higher your DPI is, higher resolution of your Canva is going to be. But honestly, I see zero sense of having more than 300, 350, because not even all the printers can print it in that much high quality. For my sketches, I usually use from 200 to 300 DPI, but it depends on you. So I will put 300, and quantity of layers, you cannot choose it. So once you put your DPI, for example, I will put 100. Here I will have 156 available layers. If I put 500, I will have 10 maximum layers. So also count on that. Quantity of layers can change depending on how old your tablet is, how new it is, how big it is, if it's 11 inches or 12.9. So also it depends on that. Next, what we see here is color profile. Usually those settings, you will open only dimensions. This color profile, time-lapse settings and Canva properties, just better don't touch them, but if you want to change it, okay. RGB and SMIC, what is the difference between them? When you're drawing on your iPad, there is no difference at all. It doesn't change any color, but for printing, SMIC is better. So in case I want to print any pictures of mine, I will just need to change it into SMIC. Once you've created your Canva, and you already drew it in, for example, RGB, you cannot change it into SMIC. So like, keep in mind that once it's done, it's done. Next is time-lapse settings. Here's 3 options: 180, 2K and 4K video. I put it for 1080 because if I will put 4K, it will take lots of space in my gallery that I don't need. I just put good quality, and that's enough for me for my Instagram videos, to post it in a post or to show the process of my drawing in a Instagram story. Next is Canva properties. Here you can see you can choose background color. So basic color, what we're gonna open on the beginning of your Canva once you've created it. Normally it's white one, or you can hide your background. That I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna return back to dimensions, check if everything is correct, yes, and I will press create. Here we have our Canva open now, and once I press gallery, I can go back to the gallery. Also, sometimes I get asked, like, Katrina, what is this? I've pressed here, I cannot close it. Here is, you can close it just in the right corner and go back to your Canva. That's just standard basic information about Procreate. You don't really need it. So let's go back to our Canva. What I want to begin with is that Procreate is the best application for artists, and together with this Apple Pencil, it's really good combination. You can do a lot with this. So let's begin. I will show you the standard settings. My settings can be a bit different from yours because I modified them up to me, so I feel more comfortable while drawing. But we're gonna start with you from the settings, from this little range. And what we see here at first is add. What you can do in here, you can insert a file, insert a photo, take a photo and add a text. So insert a file, you can choose any file from your files to import in here. If you press photo, you can choose any photo from here, take a photo, basically take a photo. I guess it's really helpful for designers, for fashion designers, for interior landscape designers, or just in normal life. Just take a picture, draw something in there, or write something in there straight away. Next feature is add text. Once you press add text, you can change the color straight away here. Let's choose beautiful color, and you can edit it here by pressing on letter A. What you can do in here, you can choose your fonts, whichever you will need. You can choose the style, italic, semi-bold, bold. Your style depending on the font. So for example, some fonts, they don't have style. And you can import your fonts here very easily. I've just did it, so my artwork looks more beautiful. Next, what you can do in here is design your text. You can change the size, kerning, tracking, leading, baseline, and opacity. Also, you can change it in here. You can make it underline like that, or just big letters. What you can do next in here is cut your text, copy, paste. Okay, let's go back. Import your font, and basically that's all in here. And if you want to go back to the keyboard, just press on keyboard. Okay, that's done. We are not going to talk about layers now, but since we are talking about the text, I will show you something really quick. Here is while this letter A, it means that your text is editable. So you can change it, you can write something in here. And once I press rasterize, your text becoming an image. So better, if you planning to edit it later, do not reverse it. Also, what I really like is that we can write in here. We're gonna clean it all and say, hey. Actually, for now, this function is available only in English language, but really hopefully Procreate will add it in more languages. I'm gonna delete it for now. Next, what we have in here is cut, copy canvas, and paste. To be honest, exactly here, I don't use it, but it's good to have in mind that it's existing here. I will show you after my easy ways to do that, but for now, let's keep in mind that it's here. Next, what we see here is canvas. What you can do in this function, you can crop and resize your Canva. Yes, so for example, if you created wrong dimensions, you can cut it, you can create different one just by moving the corners here in the middle. But what if you need the exact size? You don't need to cancel it, no. You need to press settings here and you can put any size you will want and it's gonna be appearing here. Next is DPI, resample canvas and snapping. Also rotation, you can rotate it. DPI, you remember that from the beginning we put 300 with you. So imagine all the time I've been drawing on DPI 300. And after I realized that I want to put it a bit higher. So once I press 350, picture is gonna change only that one, what I'm gonna draw after I change my DPI. So the picture what we drew with you with 300 DPI is not gonna change at all, only the new one after we change the settings. Let's press create. Next we see is animation assist. It's very interesting and in the same time a bit difficult feature, so you need to sit with it and try to understand how it works. But shortly I will tell you. Here, as many layers we create, that many pages we got frames we're gonna have in here. So once I got an order and I needed to cancel it because it was supposed to be a cartoon and I needed to draw a face from 1 millimeter difference. So imagine how many layers of frames they are supposed to be, and you need to draw same image from 1 millimeter difference, so it's gonna be like a proper cartoon. All right, next is page assist. If we switch it on, here you see page assist. Basically, it's like layers, but you will see all your pages in here and you can switch with them, not by clicking layers and click. So, yes. Next is drawing guide. If I switch it on, we already have here this 2D grid, and we can edit our drawing guide. What we see here once we open it is that you can change the color of your guide. What next? Here we see options: 2D grid, isometric, perspective, and symmetry. You can change the opacity, how visible it's gonna be. You can change the thickness and grid size. If you need to draw something with, for example, 5 or 6 centimeters and you don't know how to do that, you can move the dots. So, for example, one dot is 5 centimeters and I just put them like that, 5 centimeters, and here I have 5 centimeters. With this blue dot, you can move all the grid by not changing the position, by not turning the position with the grid. But with green one, you can turn it all around. Next, what we have in here is isometric. I really love this function because it's really good to draw interior design, just like that, very comfortable. Let's turn it this way. Next is perspective. Sometimes I get asked, like, Katrina, what to do? I press perspective, it's not appearing, but not everyone is paying attention that it's written here, tap to create a vanishing point. So once you tap your once you tap your screen, you will see your vanishing point and drawing assistant here. The best part is that you can take it out of your canvas. So if you need 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, or 3-point perspective, it all can be in here. So 3 is actually maximum. I cannot add more. Here you can change the color of your lines. So for example, this one is gonna be red, this one is gonna be, I know, it's only by creating. Okay, so like once I make it, this one is gonna be pink, this one is gonna be blue, and this one is gonna be yellow. Okay, you can change here on the thickness and opacity. And next one is symmetry. Also very interesting feature. Here you can choose the options: vertical, horizontal, quadrant, or ratio. You can choose the rotation, symmetry, and assistant drawing. So now we're gonna try with you to see how does it works, what is it for. So basically, drawing guide helps you to draw straight lines. Let's take my brush. I'm gonna take my brush here, and once I press drawing assist, I can draw straight, beautiful, perfect lines. Once I press isometric here, assist on, I can draw something beautiful, also with straight, perfect lines. So you don't need to train your hand a lot. Actually, your hand is getting trained by that, and now in real life, when I need to draw a line, I'm just like that, so easy. So it's also very, very good. Next is perspective. We have it like that. We're just gonna draw something with you just to check it out how it works. Okay, works good. Here. So, and symmetry, we're gonna check quadrant with you. I will change the color of my screen. I will take a beautiful brush so we can check it out and start drawing. So here, once we've chosen this beautiful feature, you can draw something that's really, really good for the kids. You can entertain them with that, or even if you need to draw it yourself, like a very, very beautiful kaleidoscope. So I'm gonna switch back to the grid and switch off drawing assist. As you've noticed, I have my drawing assist in here. So once I switch it on, I'm gonna change my brush. Once I switch it on, I have it in here. Once I switch it off, I don't have it. After, I will show you in settings how to put it, if you also will need it, so you will see it later. Next is reference. Reference is also very, very good function. You can move it with this line, you can cancel it. So what reference is for? Basically, it's for you to see how your picture looks from far. So for example, I'm drawing a tree, blue tree, very beautiful blue tree, and I want to draw something in here, and after something in here, and maybe even more. And here you can see how does it looks from far. So basically, if you will be focused on something really small, what is not really visible in here, you will be just wasting your time. But anyway, you will see from far how your picture looks in general. Next, what you can do is import an image. Import any image what you have in your gallery. I'm gonna choose this one. You can edit the size of reference, what is going to be here. and zoom and picture. So also we can take any color what you want here to draw something. Yes, we can clear it. And next is face. Basically it's just a picture. It will take a picture of your face. I don't really know why this feature is here, but maybe for someone it's gonna be helpful. Let's clear it and switch on my background. Next is flip horizontal and vertical. So once we flip it, it's gonna be like that, vertical. Okay, next is Canva information. We press Canva information and we see everything about our Canva. You can again rename your artwork. You can write a name by who this artwork was created, sign, and see all the info. So date created, day modified. Next is dimensions. You can see it in pixel, in the dimensions what you've put in here, and DPI. You can see the layers, maximum, how many layers you've used, how many are available. Color profile, SMIC, that one we've chosen with you from the beginning. Video settings and statistics, how many strokes we made, track time, how many we are here, and total file size for now. Okay. Next is share. Like in a normal application, like everywhere, you can share your artwork with everyone. And how we're gonna do that? By pressing share. What if you're drawing something and you need the help of your colleagues, of your friends, but you don't want to send the picture? You can send it as a Procreate document. What is Procreate document? I will open it. From my files, is going to be saved as Procreate document. I will open it in the application and I will have all the information about layers. For example, we've been drawing on different layers. Once I open the document, I will see this. I can see the information. I can see the time-lapse replay, how you've been drawing it. For example, it's really good for my students. So once they made some mistake, they send me this Procreate file and I make some notes on new layer, like here change, here replace, here add more shadows, lights and stuff like that. So they really enjoy it. It's really good function. Next, how you can share it, it's PSD, PDF, JPEG, PNG and TIFF. So JPEG, I transfer it like that maybe 99% of the time. PNG sometimes when I'm drawing stickers for my Telegram or Instagram account. So once you want to send PNG, you need to switch off the background. That's the main problem of some people. They do not switch it off and they say that it doesn't work. It works, just switch off the background. And also you can share the layers in PDF, PNG and in animated files. What is animated GIF? I really enjoyed it. So on the next layer, I'm gonna create this, and now I will press animated GIF. And here we will see just a normal GIF. You can change frames per second, dithering per frame, you can choose anything. Web ready, like for the website, but usually maximum resolution is the best one. What we're gonna do next is see the feature of videos. What we can do here is time-lapse replay, time-lapse recording, and export time-lapse video. I have my time-lapse recording always on. It's those settings what you put once and you never change them. Time-lapse replay, here Procreate already made a short video with all the process you've been drawing in maybe 30 seconds. And here you can regulate it with your finger, with Apple Pencil, and just see. So we've been drawing like 20 minutes and it all came into 6 seconds. You can export your time-lapse video, full length or 30 seconds. Next is preferences. Basically, when you download your application first time, you will have light interface. I changed it because I draw maybe 90% of the time, like in a day, and I don't really like light interface because my eyes start hurting. So yes. Next is right hand interface. I'm a right-handed person, but I have interface for left hand. Why? Because it, like, for me it was supposed to be here, like drawing and always changing. It's not really comfortable for me, but I have it here. Why? While I'm drawing, I can change with this finger the size of my brush. I can put my drawing assist on, and I can change the opacity of my brush. So next is the dynamic brush scaling. Project Canvas brush cursor. Here, if we will zoom in, it will be visible that here is brush cursor. Yes, I don't really like it because it disturbs me, so yes. Next is pressure and smoothing. This is very, very helpful. Pay attention in here now. So you will have it somewhere here in the middle. I put it a bit up. Why? I had a problem with my Apple Pencil, so my tip became so destroyed and I needed to buy new ones because when I was drawing, I was putting a lot of pressure on my Apple Pencil and I had a screen protector, paper-like, and together with this, with pressure and this paper-like, my tip became damaged. So my friend recommended me to put my pressure sensitivity a bit higher, so I don't need to put a lot of pressure while drawing. Next is gesture controls. I'm not gonna explain everything in here. I will just show you what I have on, so you maybe also can change it if you will want to. So eraser, assistant drawing. Here, this assistant drawing, this one, I have it, tap this square and the drawing assist will be on. So basically it's this one. Once I press it, my drawing assist is on. Next one is eyedropper. Here I have only Apple Pencil and touch and hold. Quick shape, draw and hold. This we're going to talk about it later. Quick menu off, full screen, 4-finger tap. So once you tap with your 4 fingers, it's going to become full screen. I'm going to show you here like that, so you don't see any settings. And to go back, just to press it here. Next is clear layer by scrubbing. So I need to scrub to clear my layer. Copy paste, 3-finger swipe. This also we're going to talk about later. Layer select, nothing, hover, and general, only rotate with pinch zoom, so like this. So rotation is available for me with pinch zoom. All right, next I have this. Actually, Procreate was updated not a long time ago, so there is new functions. Also, I didn't really change them, so I'm just gonna keep them like that. And you have basic help. Here you can restore your purchases, advanced settings, download 3D model pack, Procreate handbook, and stuff like that. So not a long time ago, Procreate made a 3D model pack. You can make 3D models now in Procreate. If you want to try, if you want to draw on them, you can download it. It's absolutely for free, and try how it works. So here we are done with the settings. Also, I forgot to tell you about one very interesting thing. In Procreate, you can insert pictures what are not going to be visible on time-lapse replay. So let's see. Now I will insert a photo, this one, for example. And on the next layer, I will try to copy it. So I will take orange color and I will try to copy it. Next, I'm gonna delete it. And by swiping, I can see insert a private photo. I will press this one. Let's choose this one. And on the next layer, I will try to draw on it. So we will draw a table, some lines in here, and delete it all. Also, you can insert a file, but now we're gonna see with you in time-lapse replay how it looks. So here we go. Okay, here, once we inserted a normal picture, it's visible that we've been drawing those lines on a picture. After, we inserted a private picture. And here, you don't see the picture at all. So you see only the lines, what you've been drawing on the top of that picture. That's really helpful. As for me, if you want to copy something, but you don't want to make it visible. But at the same time, I don't really like it because my students can use it, you know, just to see, but yes. So next is gonna be adjustments. But about adjustments, we will talk with you in the next video. You can find it below in the description to this video.